All right, folks, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into a really intense topic, one that's bubbling over like a volcano ready to erupt geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. So, let's talk about the escalating situation with Israel and Iran. You know, it's like watching a high-stakes game of chess, where every move has massive consequences. Recently, Israel launched airstrikes targeting the Iranian capital Tehran and its security structures, shocking everyone.
Whoa, that sounds intense. Why would Israel go after the capital? Isn't that super risky? I feel like that's like poking a sleeping bear or something.
Exactly! You've hit it right on the head there. It's like kicking a hornet's nest. They're not just sending a message. They're asserting aerial control. And let's not forget, they executed those strikes with precision. What's crazy is that these strikes have led to reports of severe damage. Hospitals, of all places, you know. It's like if a football team suddenly decided to target the referee instead of the opponent.
Oh man, that's wild. It's like, imagine if during a game, the players started fighting with the officials instead of scoring goals. But what's happening on the Iranian side of things? I mean, how are they responding?
Well, Iran is retaliating with missile strikes and UAVs aimed at Israel. It's like a back-and-forth tennis match, but way more dangerous. Iranian officials are even talking about taking Israel to international courts, citing violations of humanitarian law. Can you believe that? It's a mess of legal and military strategy, all tangled up together.
Wow. So in the middle of this chaos, they're thinking of court cases? That's kind of hilarious, but also terrifying. But what about the civilians? Aren't they getting hurt in all this? Does anyone even care about them?
Absolutely, and that's the tragedy. Civilian casualties and damages to humanitarian infrastructure become crucial talking points. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps have even warned people near the Dimona nuclear reactor to evacuate. I mean, again, it's like running away from a prank you didn't even know was coming.
Whoa, a nuclear reactor? That's like playing with fire, literally. So how does this all affect the U.S. or other countries? Is it like a big domino effect or something?
You're spot on. The U.S. is definitely involved. The rhetoric ramping up between Iran and the U.S. makes it clear. It's like cooking on high heat. They're preparing all options, especially if they feel attacked. Meanwhile, diplomatic channels are still open, with potential meetings between European officials and the Iranian foreign minister. Picture it like trying to broker peace between two rival sports teams before the big game, or disaster, right?
Right. Super tense. And a peace meeting could be like trying to settle a bar fight? Both sides are just too hot-headed to agree. But what else is happening on the international scene?
Oh, let's switch gears for a sec. President Trump recently met with Pakistan's army chief, discussing Pakistan's role in Middle Eastern security amidst these tensions. It's quite the pivot in U.S. Pakistan relations, like switching a quarterback mid-game.
Hold up, Pakistan in the mix too? That's like adding another ingredient to a stew that's already boiling over. What's the deal with China too? I heard about them setting up a big diplomatic mission in London. Is that related to all this chaos?
Absolutely. That's another layer to the international pie. China's new embassy near financial centers in London could give them strategic advantages. Think of it as setting up a spy camp right next to the campfire. You can overhear all the secrets.
This is like a geopolitical chess game gone rogue. What about the environment though? You mentioned natural disasters earlier. Are they piling onto this already chaotic situation?
Oh, definitely. Hurricane Eric hit southern Mexico hard, leaving people without power. Talk about a huge setback. And France is suffering a severe heat wave, warning folks to stay cool. It's like throwing a wrench into an already malfunctioning machine.
My mind is racing. So it's all interconnected, the environment, the strikes, the politics. Could this lead to bigger global issues? What happens when a hurricane meets geopolitical instability?
Exactly. It's a recipe for disaster on multiple levels. The intertwining of environmental crises and geopolitical tensions heightens the stakes for everyone involved, which we need to keep our eyes open because the fallout can shift the balance globally. It's wild stuff.
Wow, this is so intense. It's like a storm of chaos. What do you think will happen next?